Hey everybody, welcome to this live video today, or recorded if you're watching it later. So today we're going to talk about another one of the 5 freedoms that entrepreneurs are always seeking. So one of or more than one of these 5 freedoms I am going to bet you love. Financial freedom, we started out with financial freedom, then we talked about time freedom. Yesterday we talked about place freedom, and today we're going to talk about the 4th one, customer or person freedom. I don't want to limit it to just customers, but really working with people you love to work with. So have you ever had a bad customer? One of those people where you hated going to their site, right? If you were a consultant, you hated going and sitting on at their office and working with them. There was just something culturally, like their business culture was negative, or something didn't click with you. But we need to satisfy this customer, and we need to make sure the customer is always right. And so even though they're not, we know better than that, but we have to make sure that we please them. It's such a difficult thing to do when you have no control over it. And, you have a boss telling you, you have to go do this thing. The other thing is other employees within your group, or maybe at the customer site, but the slackers, the suck-ups, the gossips, the people that just get under your skin and you can't stand working with them. What if you could work with your ideal clients only? You could design a business where your ideal clients are the only ones that you work for. That the people that you work with, your teammates, are your ideal kind of teammates, where you could pick who it was that you worked with. We're talking about both demographic and psychographic information here. What is there? Give it some thought. If you were to work with your ideal customer and or employee or partners, what would their ideal demographic psychographic data be? So demographic is obviously the data that is collected by the government on the census, right? You're male, you're female, you're whatever you are. You are do this kind of job. You are X number of years old. You live in this kind of home. You have this kind of ancestry. Whatever the heck the history is there. I know. Some of those, it's actually illegal to to say, I won't serve this people or that people, but in your mind, you have an ideal person to work with. And that kind of person is who you would when you work with them, you come alive. You really just love working with that type of person. Who are they? What is their psychographic data, right? What do they think? What do they understand? What do they do? What do they believe? Right? What are their psychographic characteristics? What do they fear? What do they struggle with? What are the things that you can help them with? Who do you do your best work with and for? And then the question is, where are they? And what problems do they have that you can solve? And when you come up with that, you can then design your business around that ideal client, or sometimes we call it an avatar or a persona. That is the ideal client for you, that you would work with and just come alive every time you worked with them. For me, I know I love working with entrepreneurial type people, and they don't have to be entrepreneurs necessarily, but that entrepreneurial spirit that wants to get stuff done and sees a problem and wants to creatively solve it and help their customers out. I love working with those people, and maybe they run into a point where their systems or the way they're doing things, they've been able to build it up to a certain point, but then they're stuck because they built it ad hoc as they were going, right? They built the car as they were driving it, but now they've reached a point where we have to kind of pause, dismantle the car a little bit, rejigger it a little bit, so that now we can put it back together and be able to move faster, move up to the next level. Sometimes you have to do that in an organization, in your business. So I love working with those kinds of people, because you get to see them go from this totally stuck place to a totally unstuck place where they're excited and things are moving forward, and things are clicking for them, and it's exciting. So the question for you is, who is that ideal person? Who is your ideal customer? And imagine for yourself being able to design your business around that person. Design your business to serve that person. So all of your marketing messages going out, all of your sales discussions, everything is all focused on one person or persona, the type of person you love working with, and you go to work with them every single day. How freeing that would be. So that's the idea behind the idea of having customer freedom, the ability to work with the people that you love to work with, to not have to go to that horrible site, customer site that stresses you out, to not have to deal with people who are suck-ups and slackers or gossips, but to really have your ideal clients be the ones that you're working with, to work with your ideal teammates, to do your best work because you love these people. So if you want to do that kind of thing, if you're looking for customer freedom, next steps for you, and you're struggling with trying to figure that out as a next step, that's the kind of thing that I help people with, is figuring out, how do I design a business that will do that? Or if I've already built a business, how do I get from where I am, as you can see on the messages back here, how do I get from idea stage to startup, or startup to growth stage? I'm stuck, help me get up to the next level. Those are the kinds of things I do. Message me right here on this platform. We can set up a 15-minute intro call, or maybe like a 50-minute strategy call. Dive deep if you're ready to really get serious about doing this thing. So I love you all. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you. Talk to you tomorrow.